back, everybody. Back to another exciting show of the About That Wallet podcast. I am your host, Anthony, and this is the About That Wallet Trading Thursdays. Obviously, the stocks are going up and down, and they've been doing fairly well today, but I'm noticing that as a lot of the companies are starting to open back up, and people are going back to work, and a lot of the people are not getting vaccinated. Some people are. The president still wants 70 to 75% of the adult population to be vaccinated. And to push that even further, a lot of companies are pushing new applicants to be vaccinated before they even apply. And one company, an example, is the United Airways. Now, they have great transportation, they have great customer service. I've flown on them a couple times. But I have to say, should companies really require you to get vaccinated? That's going to be interesting. I think a lot of companies might actually start forcing their employees to get vaccinated to even keep their jobs, or they might have to reapply for their jobs. Now, reapplying for your job is not unheard of, but to see it on such a scale will be interesting. The Dow Jones is down 0.44%. The S&P 500 is down 0.18%. And the NASDAQ is down 0.08%. Now, these are just small percentages, so technically it's pretty much a wash. Now, keep in mind, I am recording this on Wednesday, on June 9th. Try to get you the latest numbers. So as you look into your investments this morning on Thursday, at the time you're listening to this, you can kind of figure out what you want to do. But now we know what we want to do, how the market's doing. Let's dive into some of these game changers that a lot of people are listening to. So, we had, well, not we, but we in the United States, there was a hack on one of the pipelines. So because of that, everybody's bringing up the Keystone Pipeline. Now, because of the Keystone Pipeline that's been shut down, the developer just kind of pulled the plug on it today. That is really interesting because everybody's thinking like, well, we had a pipeline shortage. Nobody else wants to build other pipelines. Is there another alternative? Now, oil prices have been going up. Oil stocks have been going up. Also, electric vehicles, EV stocks have been going up. I mean, Nikola. I bought Nikola. Only reason why I started buying Nikola again was because it got so far down. And it got to about $10. I invested in, I think I only did about 10 shares, so about $100. So with $100 in there, not much, just to kind of see what will happen. And now it's sitting and hovering around $17, $18. So I'm almost doubled my money just by keeping it there. So it's really interesting to see what is going to happen going forward with these EV companies, considering that nobody wants to put another oil pipeline. Maybe another new president. I don't think in the Biden era this is going to happen because everybody's looking at trying to win for themselves. But let's get back to some of these companies. Now, when you look at GameStop, this is interesting. Now, GameStop, this is from CNN, recorded on 6/9, which is today, that GameStop names new CEO and CFO both from Amazon. Now, that is going to be interesting. Now, are they using Amazon as just as a platform? Or are these just people that used to work at Amazon? They just could have been just a regular supervisor and they just, well, yeah, this might look good for the stock market and so forth. But they have a person named George Sherman as CEO and Mike, hold up. I'm sorry. It'll be Matt Furlong will replace George Sherman as CEO, and Mike Ruscipio. I'm horrible with names. Forgive me. Will be the CFO. Are both joining the company from Amazon. Their experience will be interesting. Having GameStop as an e-commerce reseller, that's really going to be a game changer. And I think that's really going to be a GameStop. And I think they do have what it takes to make it happen. Netflix is also looking into the gaming industry because Netflix is looking into how to create more engagement while people are home. So Netflix stock right now, for those of you who are new to investing, Netflix stock ticker is NFLX, and the current ticker price is $485.81, which means it does have a lot of room to grow once they get into the video game industry. So keep that in mind for those of you who are Netflix, or those of you who are looking into investing in the Netflix. I mean, if you're actually paying for the service, I don't see anything wrong with you using that same amount of money to purchase the stocks itself. It just kind of makes sense. Now, moving on to the next company, which I've been looking forward to grow, and I really think they're going to have they shouldn't have a hard battle to go north in their stock price, which is Ford. Ford has been staying under $20 for the longest time. I mean, I think back in 1993, they were at like $35, but that's about it. They've been low ever since. And I really think this is a struggle for them. For a lot of people that are all pro gas, Ford is actually coming out with a hybrid vehicle called the Maverick. Now that should be interesting. And they're trying to keep the price under $20,000. Now the only way they can keep the price under $20,000 is if they have the option of getting some type of subsidies from somewhere, or they're going to use cheap labor, i.e. prison workers, to kind of support some of this work. I mean, this is a big undertaking to make a pickup truck under $20,000 and all electric. Well, not all electric, hybrid, but still, it's a truck, you know. So we're going to see how that works out. Hopefully they can pull it off, because if they do, then that would mean a good increase on them, and good kudos to them for kind of staying with the curve a little bit, but not going full electric like they did with the Mustang. And when they came public with the Mustang, you haven't heard anything about it since then. Now, when it comes to these meme stocks, I am kind of worried about these meme stocks. And the main two companies is AMC and GameStop. As I already mentioned earlier, GameStop is really trying to rebrand themselves and change with the times. AMC, on the other hand, I have not seen any type of progress besides just saying, hey, we show movies. Come buy tickets. That's it. Now, I would really like to see AMC partner with maybe a Netflix, or even Disney, or some of these companies that are actually pumping new movies out, to kind of say, hey, just because you sign up with the service, you get a percentage off to come into our movies, coming inside the stores, and try to work some type of deal out. Or even AMC could even provide like a home theater experience. So you can actually call up AMC like, hey, I would like to convert one of my rooms into a home theater. Somebody will come out, check it out, and deck your house out into a theater room, like with the same equipment that they use, or at least the type of branding that they use. inside their theaters to give you that full homegrown experience instead of you ad hocing it, looking at some guy on YouTube and trying to figure out how to create your own theater room. Now, GMC has been quiet just a little bit, but they have been making some moves, which I thought was interesting. So GMC announces an electric Chevy Silverado that can go about 400 miles on a single charge. Now, this Silverado actually looks like these images, they really look like, I don't know, like a Jeep Wrangler. That's what it looks like to me. I mean, it's not sexy, to say the least, but it's a truck. So, but I mean, 400 miles is pretty good. It's almost like a full tank of gas for a nice mid-size or economy vehicle. Now, GM stock right now is at $62.77. It actually went down, and as I said before, on Mondays, if the stocks are going down on Mondays, more than likely it's going to go up on Thursdays. So it's been down on Monday, did a little something on Tuesday, down again on Wednesday. More than likely it will stay down. But last week, Thursday, there was a huge jump for them, going from $61 to $63.46 for the high on Thursday. But it really ended out on Thursday at $63.48. So it's still either way. It's up from last Thursday. So it's actually interesting to see what will happen today while you're listening to this. Now, I think that's all I have for today, because I really think these are the main companies to look out for, especially as the big movers come down off their high horse to actually share with everyone. Now, Tesla has been doing, obviously everybody want to hear about Tesla. So Tesla has been doing all right. However, it's been down for at least about almost a month now, which is weird and odd for them. I really think a lot of people are pulling their money out to invest inside these meme stocks, such as AMC and GameStop. All right, everybody. I think I'm done for the day. It's a lot out there. All you have to do when it comes to investing, invest smartly, do your research, make sure you look over the last 4 quarters of a particular company before you invest. If you're unsure what to do with your money, read, ask, continue to ask, read some more. The best thing, and I always suggest, is to read a book. The book I recommend is Simple Path to Wealth by J.L. Collins. He makes the life so simple. So just find a simple ETF that you can follow. Let the stocks roll and do its thing. You'll make your life so much easier, less to worry about, and make things so simple for you. All right, everybody. This is Anthony. I'm out. Peace.